going forward, I'll be giving you assignment questions. Okay, at least we'll solve the questions whatever we are given. Examine the validity of the following agreements under the provisions of Indian Contract Act. See, justify your answer. People will just see, okay, validity of contracts. They will write void, voidable, void, and they'll just come off. Justify. My tata will come and write. You should only write. Huh? Now, Miss Priya pays a sum of 10,000 to a marriage bureau to provide information about the prospective grooms for her daughter's marriage. Is it a valid agreement? Why? Huh? Social agreement. So you are saying it is not valid. Okay. And what is it called? Void agreement. Huh? Marriage brokerage agreements are void contracts, opposed to public policy, unlawful object, unlawful consideration. If you guys are searching for it, under that you would have written under opposed to public policy. Under that you would have written. So is it valid or void? Valid or void? Huh? Valid or void? Hey, when I'm asking 5 times, that means it's wrong. Valid or void? Hey, Deepa, justify your answer. Because sir shouted 5 times, I am justifying my answer. It's valid agreement. Is it valid or void? Hey, that day only I told you, Noda, Shadi.com, matrimony and all, valid or voided? Marriage bureau means what? Should they give you directly Shadi.com only? Huh? It's a valid contract. It's not a marriage brokerage agreement. Clearly, you know what? Earlier they used to give banana like this. This time they have peeled the banana, taken your mouth, and they have hit it. Why? See here, they are not telling to get them married and all, to provide information about the prospective grooms. In what else they should give you? Bharat agrees with John to sell his white bull. Red Bull alvanado. Okay, this is the sorry. Unknown to both the parties, the bull was dead at the time of agreement. Supervening impossibility, huh? Or we have seen this somewhere. We saw the same example also. Yeah? Tell me, valid agreement, void contract, voidable contract, void agreement. Voidable contract. Okay, and any other answer? You say void contract, Valid agreement. Valid contract or valid agreement? Okay, you are also saying voidable contract only. Okay, anything else? Damon? Sir, they are telling follow. Simply, did I ask you? Did I tell? I'll tell. Simply you follow them. Whoever is telling. Yes, Karthik. Valid contract. Why? Sir, did you ask them why? Why are you asking me why? Okay. Yes, people, you guys are all 100% wrong. It is void agreement, people. Why? Bharat agrees with John to sell his white bull. They are entering into a contract. Bharat agrees with John to sell his white bull. Unknown to both the parties, the bull was dead at the time of agreement. In the exam, I mean, we saw in the class, I believe I told you one dog example or something. दे नसीब में लिखना है ये एग्जाम you know what Jan 2025 question it is. Look at the marks da. And this did we not discuss da? Paper was done 3 days before. We did this 5 days before. That marriage bureau. This example, white bull, I think I said black dog. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that they did not give black dog. I mean, my sincere apologies. If you want to write one letter, I'll write and give. So initial impossibility. Supervening alla. Supervening is after the contract is done, the dog dies. I mean, the bull dies. It is at the time only it is dead. Rishabh Pant sells the goodwill of his shop to Omkar for 10 lakh and promises not to carry on such similar business within the local limits so long as Omkar carries on like business. Is it a valid contract, void agreement, voidable contract? Next attempt. What is your answer? Next attempt, sir. Valid contract, huh? Valid, huh? MTR example, very good. At least that example is stuck. Okay. Valid, huh? Valid only, no. Valid only, no. Obviously. Deepa is like, sir is telling it 3 times. Then think the classmates. Valid only, no, Deepa. It's a valid contract. Can you tell me what are the grounds what people would think if they are writing it as a void agreement? What will be the ground? What is the provision? If someone has written the answer as void agreement, they would have justified. What is the provision they would have used to justify their answer? Under what grounds they are telling it is void agreement? If someone is telling it, the answer is valid contract. For people who are writing it as void agreement, what will be the grounds?
Different business area.
Provision. Exact provision. You would have seen this under void agreement. What and all are the agreements considered as void? In that we saw that MTR case. What? People, nothing but people anti-competitive agreements. Meaning someone who is telling you restraint of trade, agreement in restraint of trade. Someone tells you not to do a business forever. Someone tells you to not to do a business forever. No one can stop. Indian constitution has given you a right to carry on any trade or profession. It's your fundamental right. Who is this contract to stop you from? So if someone has written it as void agreement, they would have written it under that clause. But you tell me, is it a unreasonable restriction? What is it telling? Let us imagine people, this ArivuPro is there. It's in Koramangala. It's into education business. Now tomorrow someone called Supreet will come and he'll ask, sir, do you want to sell this Bangalore business to us? We will say, yes, Supreet, 100 crore rupees. Supreet says, yes, we will sell it. We will buy it. But Supreet has one condition. What? Sir, I have only one condition. Now I'll be carrying on this building here only. Now you know how to market penetrate, how to call customers, you know everything. So I don't want you to set up one more building in the future in Koramangala area. You go to Jainagar. You go to anywhere, but not in Koramangala forever, as long as I am doing business here. Now you tell me, is this restriction valid or invalid? Hey, I've given you the entire India, da. I've taken one Koramangala. How is this restriction unreasonable? So hence, the restriction is reasonable. That's why this contract becomes valid contract. Pakana, exam question 2025 Jan. A property worth 2 lakh was agreed to be sold for rupees 25,000 by a person of unsound mind. A property worth 2 lakh was agreed to be sold for 25,000. Is it a valid contract, voidable contract, void agreement? Void contract. Void contract. Okay. Void contract. Void contract. Void agreement. Okay. Void agreement. Okay. Damon. Void? Void contract. Void contract. Tell me why void contract.
Sound mind.
So it is?
So it is considered to be a void contract.
Can someone tell me what do you mean void contract? Based on that, I'll decide to sit here or I'll just walk away. What is void contract? Which satisfies? Shushti, what was your answer? Void contract or void agreement? Void contract. Okay, sorry. Now tell the answer. It cannot be enforced by law is called void contract. Huh. Okay, now wait. She's telling something. Now, what is void contract? Na? Hey, now don't say Ingella. Now don't do dumb charades. now, now play. Tell me what is void contract. Essentially means something you are saying. Huh. Iruda, tell da. Allala, you tell me what is void contract. Srishti, you are telling no da. Tell da. Tell Deepa. Oh, a contract which is initially valid, later on is invalid is called void contract. Which is not enforceable by law. A contract which is initially valid, later on invalid is void contract. Correct? A person with unsound mind, initially it is valid. Initially valid, he was sound. Did they give you Bulbalaya, Manjulika story? Chandramukhi. Then what have they given? They have given his unsound mind. It is void agreement. Remember, you know why did I emphasize so much? Void agreement and void contract cannot be used just like that interchangeably. For you guys, it is just one word here and there, sir. Adjust, no. Adjust, I can do. There you would have lost 2 marks, sir. Just because you wrote void contract. It's a void agreement because it is unsound mind. You have entered into a contract with a person who is not doing mentally good. Understood? His Atma has met Paramatma. Where will you make the contract? That is the void agreement. Understood? Now coming back, understanding how important assignments are. What you guys study, Instagram, real versus reality. Ashtu difference it will be there until you write your assignments. Now I have not even told you how to present this. Getting the point? Okay. Ayo. Yad Gurudo. Question was like yes. In light of provision of Indian contract, answer the following. Mr. S and Mr. R made a contract wherein Mr. S agreed to deliver a paper cup manufacturing machine to Mr. R and to receive payment on delivery. On delivery date, Mr. R did not pay the agreed price. Decide whether Mr. S is bound to fulfill his promise at the time of delivery. Next one, Mr. Y has given a loan to Mr. G of 30 lakh. Mr. G defaulted on the loan on the due date and the debt became time barred. After the time bar debt, Mr. G agreed to settle the full amount with Mr. Y. Whether acceptance of time bar debt contract is enforceable as per Indian Contract Act. A and B entered into a contract to supply a unique item, an alternate for which is not available in the market. A refused to supply the agreed unique item to B. What directions could be given by the court for breach of such contract? 7 marks. If you want, go through the question again a little slowly. Okay, answer Kalla. You guys are not feeling colder? ಎಲ್ಲರೂ 3 ಲೇಯರ್ ಸ್ವೆಟರ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕಳ್ಳರು. If your hypnotizing of TV is done, then you can answer. ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಹಿಪ್ನಟೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ?
The first one is S is not bound to fulfill.
Why?
Because if he has the lowest part of the contract, even the other part is to be fulfilled. So it's promise.
Provision, people, important, reciprocal promises. I have said I'll pay Amazon. Kalla. Nodidya. Illa. Okay. Okay, done. Very good boy. Okay, illi they have already seen it. They have already started giving the answer. They online. Now, people, what is this? Hey, Amazon, I have ordered mobile. I've kept the payment as cash on delivery. Amazon delivery guy has come to my home. If I don't give the money, will he deliver the phone? That's what here they are asking here. Can I insist on him delivering the phone? Answer is no. Why? Reciprocal promises. The promiser is not bound to perform unless the other reciprocal promisee is willing to perform. He will not deliver until I am willing to pay. Done. That's the answer. Second one. Taka, tell me. Mr. Y has given a loan to Mr. G 30 lakh. What is the answer?
They can settle, but they cannot go to the court to settle it for them.
No. 30 lakh rupees has become a time bar debt. He again agreed to repay that. Now they're asking you, when he again agreed to repay that. Now is this contract enforceable? Read it carefully. See this part. This part is the tricky one. This part. You can see this. Is this contract enforceable? Huh. So you're telling you can get the money. Okay, done. Huh. Others, Karthik.
So time bar means 3 years got over.
30 lakh rupees I have taken from you. I have to repay within 1 year. I didn't repay. From that 1 year, it has become 3 years. Now, after that, I have only come and told voluntarily I will repay. Some message or some email or some check call, I have come and told you. Now, on this word, can you again go and file a case on me and can you recover? Can recover.
They can pay back. Like if you want, they can. They cannot go to the court because
They cannot go to the court is what you are saying. Okay.
there's no contact the second time. Yes. If there's a contact second time, they can ask.
What if there is a contract? I give you in writing, promissory note. He can go. Provision.
So firstly, the guy who gave the loan, he have like made provision or debt that now I will not get the money. Something. Yeah. And after that guy came after 2 years, so he can take the money.
He can take the money is what you. Okay, got it.
The same thing.
Same thing of the first guy. Excuse me. Provision is another one. Time barred is an exception. That exception to what is the answer? Where do you guys see the exception? Time barred debt. Promise to pay a time barred debt. Exceptions to quid pro quo. Give and take should be there. In the second contract, I am coming and telling I'll repay the first agreement. Now again, did you give me 30 lakhs? No. Then where is quid pro quo? Go back and see. Quid pro quo, second unit, last topic. Yenilla, coming here and turning the page. We have to pass, sir. How we don't know. But every day we should not study, write, read. Yalla ಹೇಳ್ರಿ. हमको BCom exams ही चाहिए. You will not drink Complan and you should still grow tall. How is it possible, da? Huh? See, have you guys written? You would have written. Simply you would have written. Otherwise, you should not study. Understood? Next one, A and B. Understood? Tell me, can he claim compensation? A and B entered into a contract to supply a unique item, an alternate for which is not available in the market. A refused to supply the agreed unique item to B. What directions could be given by the court for breach of such a contract? So let us imagine I told Supreet that I will sell you this watch. Unique item, you cannot find such item, one more. Now I am going back on my word. I said Supreet I will sell. But now I am going back. I am saying no Supreet, I don't want to sell. They're asking a question, can Supreet file a case on me? And what can he demand for? Can he demand for this watch?
You can demand for some interest.
Some
or-
compensation?
Yeah, compensation.
But can he demand for this watch only? This is specific performance. Where did we see? Breach of contract and its remedies. I told you, any contract made for a product which is unique, rare, antique, or any emotional bond over it, money cannot be a valid compensation. Now they are specifying in the question that it's a rare item. You cannot find an alternative. Money cannot be a valid replacement. Hitting the point. When you're reading the questions, these can be considered as hints. Preparation level, difficulty level is in second floor, not even here. Next floor ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. Are you getting it? Actually, it's very easy. Provided you guys not tell me your institute module is some 500 pages. The book I have given you is some 200 pages. What you have written down is some 50 pages. You tell me whatever questions you have seen so far, is it there in the written book or not? That also we didn't do. You wait for Indian Contract Act to get over. You will not even remember my face. That quick will be done with law. You know. Okay. ABC jointly promised to pay D a sum of 6,000 rupees. Examine considering the provisions of Indian Contract Act. Can D compel any of the three parties A, B and C to pay him 6,000? Can he do? Joint promisors. Can I? Due date. If at all on the date of maturity. Very good. If the amount still is not paid, I can compel any one party also to pay. Okay. Joint promisors. C is compelled to pay the whole of the amount to D. Can he recover anything from A and B? When both A and B were solvent, A is not in a position to pay anything. Can I recover here? Can I recover here? When both were solvent, can I recover? That is for your sake. Some 1 mark they will give some easy questions. That is the easy question. Now what is the second one? A is not in a position to pay anything. Can I recover something from A? Very good. I was looking for that word only. Thank you for giving it. Legal representatives and all. Can I recover from A's legal representatives? Yes or no? Your mind only should think the. Yes or no? Understood this question? Huh? A, B and C have taken money from D. They have taken money from D. How much? 6,000. In this, each of them have taken 2K. When you need to return, it seems only C has given the entire 6K. Can he recover money from B and A? Can he recover? On a normal day, yes sir. They're asking a scenario where A does not have any money. Can I recover from A? No. Can I recover from A's legal representatives? Can I or not? No, you can't.
You can recover from his assets.
So they are telling A is not in a position to pay anything. That means assets are also not there. That means they're giving you a scenario of insolvent. He does not have anything. You can recover from legal representatives only in the case of death. And that too, in bold you have written, go back and see, alle bardirtira, only to the extent of the assets inherited. The legal representatives are always liable only to the extent of the assets I get from my father. If I get 5 lakh worth assets, if I get 4 lakh worth liability, I am liable for 4 lakh. Turn off. In 1 more minute, he will go underground. Turn off. So, if I don't get anything from father, I will not be liable for 1 rupee also. Go back and see in joint promisors. You have written the same thing in minor also. Hey, 2 times I'm teaching concepts da ಅನ್ಯಾಯ ಅನಿಸ್ತಿಲ್ವೇನ್ರೋ ನಿಮ್ಗೇನೆ? Oh, do one thing. I'm stopping it here. Write and come. We'll again discuss. It's like we are reading the questions only here. These were supposed to be your assignment questions. Part of your brain should have already worked in the home. Okay, read this and go. I mean, read this and come.